Hi, this is Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I'm Bobby. This is Flosstube number 99. It is December 27th, 2022, and this is a channel about cross stitch, my website, and most likely one of the animals will bombard us. I hope you enjoy. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's be honest. In the intro, I said one of the animals will bombard us. Let's be honest, it's only Skeeter. It's always Skeeter. Okay. So, I hope you guys got to watch my Flossmas, because if you did, you would have commented on day 24 and day 25 and a chance to win a $25 gift card for my shop, my website. So I'm going to go ahead and draw those because I'm afraid I'll forget. And all you had to do is comment. So when I get these two names, you guys just, my email is in the show notes below. Make sure you email me, and then that way I can email you back the code, because you'll have to have a code. All right, let's get this started. I got the first day 24 ready. Is it gonna make me? Ugh. It's gonna make me add again. I don't like this new save feature it has. Okay, there were 21 comments. Let's start. Lucky. All right. You know, I think you do really well on here. You've won a few times. I know you've won before, but I feel like it's been a few times. But her husband's a Scrooge. Just put your info out there. So yes, and I know she told me last time how to pronounce it, and I still mess it up. It's Mrs. Stitches. Mrs. Stitches. You know who you are. All right, I'll write that down so I don't forget. And y'all, even when y'all tell me the correct way and I still flub it up, I'm sorry. I have pronunciation problems. I know when I'm saying it wrong, and I just can't. I just can't. I don't know. I got problems. All right, so now I've got to go. Sorry, this will take just a little bit, and I apologize that I'm not editing this out, but to know me is to love me, and this is the way I roll. So let me copy that link for day 25. Get back to the comment picker. Come on, delete all this crap. Delete. And then I plug in, paste the video for day 25, filter out duplicate users, and then have to do that addition, whatever. Get the comments, 20 comments on this one. Start. Oh, Mandy, coffee and stitches with Mandy. Sweet. Oh, she was having leftover Chinese food, which sounded really, really good. All right. So, ladies, if you will please reach out with a email, and then I can email you back the code. Now I will tell you, the code, because the way Shopify works sometimes, like, I ain't figured it out. It's super complicated to stack things. So you will get a $25 gift card. I do not know if it'll work with the sale that I have going on, and that'll start in January, but you have a week. Sorry. Or you can, I mean, they're not going to expire until you use them. So yeah, it's just a one-time use. So I'm not going to, so if you want to wait till February or April or whatever you want to do, that is perfectly fine. Just heads up, there's a 25% off sale happening for the whole month of January, just on the website. Etsy was this month, and that'll end at the end of this month. And on my Shopify website, which is www.pumpkincreekprimitives.com, it'll be 25% off starting January 1 through the whole month on patterns. So, not floss, not fabric. Sorry. Okay. That was amazing. I think we got through that without somebody texting me and it showing the banner, which is good. I'm not trying to air everybody's business, because mine's got the preview where you can see like two or three lines of the text message. So, all right, giveaway, check. All right, so now I got some Stitchy Kindness and some haul. So let's start off with the haul-ish. So I got my Fortnite fabric in, and this was last month's. That's a Chestnuts Oriental. Am I like misreading that? No, that's not an y'all. Anyway, that's the color. It's really pretty. And then this is First Kiss. These are both 18 count. And it's just a really pretty gray. Sorry, I'm not taking them out the plastic. Because it's hell of annoying. I know. I need to set these aside. All right. Then I got some Christmas cards. I got Miss Janet Jabber sent me this, which I love. We always say we're going to take a picture. We were trying to get a picture of us and the dog. We knew the cats would never get in the picture with the dogs, and it just didn't. It never works out. So then we never end up with Christmas cards. So I got another one from my friend Donna, and look how beautiful that card is. So pretty. Everybody is so sweet. So like I said, I get these in and I have all intentions of this is what I'm going to do. And this is from my friend Jessica. So cute. And yeah. And then from my friend Chris, yo, it is so cute. And she made it just for me. And I'm going to have to show the inside because you just have to. How cute is that? I hope my screen is all that you can see. If not, you're seeing all of the rest of her message, but it's fine. Look at those stinking cats and how cute they are. Meowie Christmas. So cute. So I thank everyone for sending me cards. The Christmas cards are so sweet. Okay, I gotta put these somewhere where I save them. Because you can make like floss tags of Christmas cards, and then they kind of, you know, have a little special meaning. Okay, so I just grabbed 2 of the things, one each, that I got from my friend Fawn Sanctum Stitching and my friend Zamia. So because they were both, these things were so cool, I wanted to show them off. And they were closer craft related than the other items. So this one is The Beauty of Horror, Ghost of Christmas. And it's a coloring book. And I absolutely adore it. Yeah. Looks like the reindeer didn't make it. So, yeah, super creepy. Super creepy. I love it. Love it. And then the other one that Fawn got me, it's Stitchcraft, and this is embroidery, which I've not done and I want to do, and it is bizarro and amazing, these things. Oh, that's the front of the book. And then I'm a weirdo, let's just face it. But I mean, look at the nesting doll. Some of these are not super weird, but I mean, I'm just saying, these are amazing. And I think, oh my gosh, it's the twins, Penelope and Rose. Yeah.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Did I say anything that was close to her name? I didn't. She hates me. It's fine. I think these are in the Murmur Museum. Murmur. That's right. Those are the oddities. I mean, look at this, the palmistry sample. I could show y'all everything in this whole book. This book is amazing. It is on Amazon. More palmistry. I mean, and look at the, like, up close, the stitches. So I'm excited. I don't know how to, ooh, plain shirt. I mean, with the deadhead moth. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. So this one should be my first one, right? Mm-hmm. It should. Oh, I mean, these are so good. I mean, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to show, like, this whole damn book, but that's got some amazing shit in here. I mean, who doesn't want to, like, embroider some lungs? I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. But yeah, so, I mean, y'all could do that for your dentist. It's so real looking. It's so weird. So my next question is, we got a frog dissection. Wait, that's the snake. Where the hell did the frog go? There he is. Frog dissection. I love it. It looks like a lot of French knots though. That scares me. Or some type of knotting. So the, oh, what the what? I need that scarab, but I don't think it's in this book. I didn't see it in this book. Uh-oh. Does that mean I have to buy another book? I mean, which is fine, because this was a gift. Sorry, I'm just searching real quick. There's some cool mushrooms. You can't, no. You cannot put pictures in here and not, oh, I'm gonna get mad. I don't know, but this squid one is really cool. How's she gonna do that to me? How's she gonna do that? Does she say? But the one thing that's not in here is how to do the stitches. So, Lord, so like, she does have like the patterns, but here, I'll show you the mushroom, for instance. So these mushrooms are really cool. And I know I've been talking about this book for like 10 minutes. But here's the key of what type of stitches you use where. But I don't know how to do the stitches. So I had to look them up on the L YouTubers. But the patterns are small. So this is like what you trace. Anyways, so Fawn got me that. Now I will say, it had help. We cheated this year. We sent each other our Amazon wish list. So there's that. Okay, and one thing I bought myself is Nightmare Before Christmas Funko Pop Pocket Pops. I actually got this for free with my Disney movie points. I'm not going to open all of these on here because, you know, this isn't Flossmas. This came in like, I don't know. But I will open number 1 so you can be nosy. I've never had, ouch. Never had an advent, that hurt. Never had an advent box like this. So I just opened number 1. Well, these are baby babies. Do I have scissors anywhere? Nope. That's okay. I'm super strong. Oh, these are baby babies. The little Jack. So, I'm gonna stick his ass back up in his cage so I don't lose him. And, I'll open. Smarter than the box, Bobby. I will open these at some point and then I'll just show them. But obviously that was that guy. But I want Boogie. Although the mayor, now that I've stitched the mayor. Okay. So what we have, what I have going on now is that was all the haul. Like I really cut down on my spending. It's not been fun, but sometimes you gotta rein it in. All right, so I'm gonna start with stuff that I just put stitches in since I saw you last, which was also late. I know this one's a couple days late. So it actually ends up being, I think, almost 2 weeks apart, because the first one I had to wait till they got the equipment out, which wasn't on a Thursday, and this is a Tuesday, so it's still, they're close enough. So I will be back to my normal programming next time, which will be the 8th. Yep, it'll be the 8th of January. And remember, I'm doing no new starts. Super scared. So, all right, things I put stitches on. Put stitches on this Happy Birthday, Mr. King by Mama Witch Cross Stitch or Mama Witch X Stitch. I see it both ways. I don't know if she's just shortening for the cross. But I'm working on the part you can't even see because she's got the hoop finish. So I put a few more stitches on this. It says, I didn't think I had stitched on this since I last saw you. And maybe, oh, you know what? No, because I filmed on, it should have been, I should have filmed on the 11th. But I ended up filming on the 15th. And I worked on this on the 16th. So I worked on this when I was at my in-laws. So I just got green done, I think. So And I think I may have goofed up somewhere, and that was why this got put away. I think I miscounted somewhere in that damn green. So, it got put away. So, it's when I feel like figuring out what that... I mean, it's not very many stitches. It's just when I feel like figuring that out. I also have another really big... two really big things to maybe two big things. One big thing to talk about and kind of show, another big thing just to show, but we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, so this is the From the Heart Needle Art. It's the January Quaker that I've been working on, and I'm cheating. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did this. Oh, you know what? Shh. That was on like... I'm sorry. You know, it's almost like I don't do this often. 16 count Witchell chalkboard black is what I'm stitching that on. Which I like the chalkboard black better than the black. Just easier to see when you're stitching on it, I'll be honest. Okay, so on this January Quaker, I've got it on 18 count Be Stitch Me, Not Another Sampler. Which it was really hard for me to put anything on a neutral. But, so where I said I'm cheating is because I could have finished this today. And I decided not to. I have just this to fill in. It's probably, I don't know, an hour and a half worth of work. But I think I'm going to do it on New Year's Day to bank a new start. Just to have one banked, just in case I need it. Is that cheating? It is, isn't it? But that's how many times I worked on it. I love these cards. I'm going to have to buy some more. But they're S. Ward Designs. It's on Etsy. That's project number 92. I mean, some of my projects are finished, but this is the 92th, 92nd project that I started. So, yeah, so I'm cheating on that just a little bit. It's not cheating because I haven't finished it. I'm just saying I've refrained myself. Oh, I also got a new phone. It's Prepare. It's the iPhone Max, no, 14 Max Pro. I don't know, whatever. Takes amazing photos, by the way. This is a big old side note. So I totally was creeping on Arlo. Is it this way? Yeah. While he was bathing himself. And he caught me. And then I was getting Gus while he had his Christmas cookie in his mouth. And then he went and hid his cookie over on the tree skirt. And he looked like a big boy now. He looks like a big boy. He was just carrying it around. I did not get pictures of the lunatics, the other two, nor Skeeter. But I do have some videos that I'll put at the end. And then, so you can get your Jasper Lucian feel. Yeah, I don't know where Ski's at. So I'm not going to say his name real loud. And it's not that I don't want him to join us, but he makes everything take so much longer. So, all right, keep going on whips. Holiday Express. So this was part of my Flossmas from Forbidden Fiber Co. And we got all the pieces. Oh. And this is on 16 count Polar by Forbidden Fiber Co. It's from the Christmas Advent Box 2022. It's called Holiday Express. It has got some amazing colors in it. And I started this a long time ago, but I couldn't show y'all because I started in the upper left. Now, I have messed up somewhere. and I'm off somewhere. I don't know. So the border's fine. It's somewhere in the puff of smoke. So we'll get there. I just got to figure out where. Once I can figure out where it's at, then I can decide whether it's worth ripping out or not. But there's gonna be a choo-choo train underneath it. So yeah, and it says believe. That's such a cool pattern. And I would have liked to have gotten further on it. But what happened was it got stuff piled on top of it. And I forgot. What you gonna do? Okay, so my next whip is actually a new start. Yep, now I'm on to the new starts, which some of them y'all already saw because I had them planned. This one was not. So I was watching a Flosstube with, it was more of a stitch with me or stitch and chat or whatever, that Laura from Black Needle Society and I'm drawing a blank. Keisha. Pattern Queens. They did a stitch and talk or stitch and chat with Sanctum Stitching, Fawn and Sean, because they were all stitching on, they were doing a sow together. And so I watched it and it was really good. I really liked it. And Sean happened to mention that he has always wanted to do a full coverage and he's always wanted to do something like Galaxy, something in the Galaxy. So for Christmas, I bought him a full coverage Heaven and Earth, a nebula, and it looks amazing. And I think I have a picture of it that I can show now. So and then I was going to force him to do a sow with me because him and Zami are doing a sow. I feel like I told y'all this, but I would not have, because then it would have ruined the surprise for him because he wasn't opening it until Christmas Day. So, did I not save a picture? Oh, my belly just growled, sorry. Anyways, I guess I didn't save a picture of it. So, I am forcing him into a sow. It's fine. And he's totally on board. And I have never done a Heaven and Earth. I've got a few full coverages, but I've never done a Heaven and Earth. So I wanted to make sure that, and I had one already kitted up. Let's just say that. So I had to start it. I had to go ahead and start it. And I think Fawn told him that he had to start his before the 31st for the sale, which I didn't say, but I mean, it's fine. And then we were like, oh, and me and Sean are texting and we're like, well, we got to figure out like one day a month or a certain day that we can, and maybe it just needs to be like the third Saturday of the month or the third Sunday of the month. So it's on a weekend and there's no pressure. To just throw some stitches in it, just to, you know, there's no goal. It's just having something to work on that'll be fun, you know? But I'm trying to pull this up real quick. It is Heaven and Earth. Their wording is so tiny. It's so tiny. Charts by artist. NASA photos, and these are NASA images, by the way. I did. There was two that I was deciding between. I have to make sure. Okay, I think it's this one. I think it's the... Is that bad? Yeah, okay, I think... I think I got him the Mini Orion Nebula, which is gorgeous. And so mine is a mini. So I got him the chart. Zamia got him the Easy Grid fabric, and then I got him the first 15 colors, the DMC colors, because it calls for 200 and some colors. I love Sean, but that's a lot. So I got him the first 15 colors that were on the first page corner. I had, after I sent the chart to Fawn, and she printed it out and wrapped it for her, and then we all sent our different stuff so that she could wrap it for him. But she sent me a clip of the first, you know, a few squares on the first page, and then I got the colors off of that. So I started my Heaven and Earth design. It's a mini also, and it's Anne of Sleeves, which I think is hilarious. And of course, I'm also obsessed with the Tudors. So it's a take on Anne of Cleves. The artwork is by Christina Hess, and I really feel like I need the artwork too. Is she not fabulous? And she has like she has a rosary bead situation happening. It's hard to tell, but it's a fish. Hang in there. So I have started her. I got a pretty good start because when I started her, I got obsessed and then stitched so much I had a headache. So I stitched on her 2 different days. See, and I put her on a 5-year card for BAPS, big ass projects, which she has. So project tracker, 5-year cards for BAPS. So stitching her on Easy Grid, it's 20 count. I'm doing 2 over 1. She's so she's really not that bad because she's 227 wide by 325 high. I have another one in my new starts that is bigger than that is not a Haid, and it was very surprising to me, and I almost messed up. So I'm doing this Sal with Sean, and that is where I'm at. So this is 615 stitches, and it doesn't look like much. But yeah, so like I said, oh sorry, I just started working on it and I got a little obsessed over it. I think this is like 4 or 5 colors, which is crazy because I basically see 3: light brown, dark brown, and black. But yeah, so that's my Heaven and Earth design. And I mean, and here's why she was kitted up. I really wanted to do the other one by Christina Hess, which is Elizabeth. How's she do it? It's Elizabeth. So like Hiss is in the middle of Elizabeth. But I have that pattern also, which it's amazing. And she actually has a mouse that she's dangling in her hands. But I didn't have it kitted up. This, which I have tons of 20 count Easy Grid, which I found. I didn't know I did, but I do. In yards, just by a yard. I already had these. Now the brown ones are the ones I had to add because of course I just started, when I first got this chart, I just went through and grabbed a skein and just started putting them on. Look at this black, y'all. Look at how much is all there. I was so new. So new. But the ones that are on the brown cards are what I used. And I think I only had 2 that were actually already on floss drops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there were 7 colors in there. So the fact that I already had some of the stuff on rings, I kind of, and hey, don't get me wrong, but I kind of felt like, which that's a lot of damn color for the chart not being that big. Scary. So I kind of felt like, all right, I know I'm really in love with the other chart at the moment, but it's fine. This one is prepared. I don't have to wait for floss to come in. So I was like, nope, this is what you're doing. So, which I'm glad. I mean, she's cute as pie anyways. I mean, it's so cute. Sorry, there's a little bit of glare there. That face. So yeah, so I'm excited. Okay. my next new start. Y'all did know this was in the plans for a new start. So, not totally. All right, so this is the one where, like, I just start going bananas with my fabric choices. With some of these new starts, I was like, let's just pick the wildest, craziest that nobody would use for this chart. Let's pick those. So, this is Halloween Moon Sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. And it glares. Take the first page out. And this is fabulous. I mean, look at those crows. Now, the moon faces are a little creepy, and I had said I didn't know if I was gonna keep their moons. I'm gonna do last because I just don't know if I want them in there. Although I will tell you, that creepy ass star. I think it's just the faces. That star is more creepy than the moon. But yeah, and these little things right here are really cool. Look at that. I love the way that looks. So it looks like some wallpaper. But yeah. This one's not too bad. It is 203 by 187. It's a murder. Sorry, if you listen to 90 Raps, you know LA's code. The homicide is a 187. Okay. I started this. Why is it so heavy? On 18 count Ada. It's volcano stitching, and she does not have, colors. Names. But there we go. The blue, I would say, is a little more teal than what's showing up, but it's not doing too bad on the color. Ignore my bug needle minder. It's not part of the pattern. But yeah, so I got that one little thistle. I did not get the little twirlies on it, which I should have, because it just does the world to the flowers, and you'll see what I mean later on something else. But yeah. Put my floss back in there. I really enjoyed working on this one. Their patterns are pretty, and I only worked on it one day, Christmas Day. My husband wanted to take a nap, and I said, that is perfect, because my husband's naps are hours long. I was like, yeah, I think you should totally take a nap with your boys, Jasper and Lucian. Gus don't get to take naps on the bed yet, because Gus will just piss on the bed. He's a pisser. He's getting better, and plus he'll jump off the bed, and that's too high, and we don't want him to hurt his legs. I got to get him a pair of stairs, but then Chad's even like, well, that's fine, but it still doesn't necessarily mean that, because he's like, if I fall asleep and he gets off the bed, he gets into something he's not supposed to, I'm not going to know I'll be sleeping. So, good point. I don't know, but I don't think it's fair that the big boys get to sleep and take the naps with daddy, and poor Gussie doesn't. But whatever. Teach his own. Okay. So my next new start, which y'all already knew about, because I already talked about it. This is the one I about messed up on. This one is 329 by 313. She a big bitch. I was not expecting her to be big. Don't know why. And I almost messed up. I had already had the fabric in the bag. And something about it when I was writing down, this is what's just so good about doing these tracker cards. And it says goals, but I would just put how big it is, because I like to refer to it. And it's also, that's one of my journal has that. And so I just use that like my journal. Don't make eye contact. So on this particular, I was writing 329. I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot. And so I did the little mathematication in my cross stitch tool. And then I was like, that will not fit on a fat quarter with a 2-inch border, which is what I had in the bag. And I was like, oh no. So I spent most of my morning trying to find all my fabric that was a half yard. And I know I have Picture This Plus somewhere. It's a half yard. I know I have Murky and I have Haunted. I cannot find it because I thought one of those will work on this. I know I haven't shown you the pattern yet, but I was like, one of those will work. It's not, you know, wasn't as bold of a choice as I was going with, but one of those will work and it'll be fine. I can't find them. I don't know where they are. So then I went through a bunch of my other stuff and I had pulled an early Halloween by XG Design because I had that and Grandpa sleeve. I had both of them in half yards, and I was like, ugh, I'm not really happy with this choice. It's not what I was thinking. I don't know. And then I was like, let me go look in my giant bag of fabric that is not broken down and in the shop yet. And I found a half yard. This is like Christmas miracle. A half yard of the fabric that I was trying to put it on that I had in a fat quarter. Y'all, that is like, you don't understand the odds of that. Astronomical. Okay. Let me take this out the package. This is also by Twin Peak Primitives. And it's Silent Phantoms of the Night with those wacky cats. I love it so much. I love the border. This is big. So big. I should have known it was big. Look at all that writing. I should have known. I should have known it was big. I just didn't know. I didn't know. So I would have been devastated had I started this and then realized that I was going to be short. I would have been devastated. So I know they have like a gray background, but I stitched so much on gray, so why would I do that? So I picked 18 count dark lima bean by Mystic Fabrics, and this will probably not show true to colors, but we shall try. Oh no, it's showing pretty good. That's pretty true. I think it's a little darker in person, but not too much. Oh, well, thank you for changing that. I don't know if y'all saw that change, and that actually is not accurate. It went darker, but it's a little more yellow green. But yeah, so that's my start. And she's big. I mean, that's a teeny tiny corner. Look how big that is. That literally is a teeny tiny corner. I really enjoyed working on this though. I listened to a lot of Murder while I stitched this holiday season, these days that I had off from work. I basically just put Discovery Plus on my computer instead of watching on my TV, which is funny because like my TV is like across the room, not too far, but then where I'm sitting at my desk, my monitor's right there, so I just watch it on my monitor. I was watching stuff on Discovery Plus, so I got that one started, and I really enjoyed working on this, so I'm hoping to keep this out and put some more stitches on it sooner rather than later. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right, so my next new start that was planned is Autumn Lane Stitchery Baba Yaga. Fabulous. And I am doing this. It is not the called for. I mean, it's called for color, not the called for count. So this came in a Black Needle Society kit. And I'm putting on 18 count Catacombs by Stitch Me. I worked on this just today, basically right before I started this. So there's not a ton, excuse me, there's not a ton done, but I got some done. And that's all that matters. So I'm ready to knock that tree out though. So cause I start in the upper left corner. So I basically got just a little bit of that tree right there in that corner. Oh, also on the Anna sleeves, it's in Pattern Keeper because like that's the way to go if you have a full coverage. Like Pattern Keeper is good. Only problem is I do like that it counts my stitches, so that's how I know I put 615 stitches on it. But then you look at it and it shows you your percentage. I'm not even 1% done. So I was like, wah, wah, wah. That's terrible. Okay. So the next two things that I'm going to show, this is a new start because I have no new starts in January, so I had to start it, but I had to be clever about how I started it because it's not technically supposed to be started until January. So it's the Lunar climate chart by Forbidden Fiber Co. So for 2023. So I'm going, they got two different ones that you can do the colors by. I got the kit, so I got the colors and the fabric. Whether you live in an area that's considered a hot area, a varied area, or a cold area, and I'm varied. So those are all the colors, and look at how beautiful they are. So excited. These are so pretty. So bold. So the way I started this as, oh, well, the color that's not supposed to be in here is Caviar. And it's kind of like a green black. That does not come with the kit. I pulled that from Stash because I had to figure out a way. Now, they have where you put your city and the year. And I'm not gonna put, I didn't feel comfortable going that far down the chart to put that in. And so I was like, crap, what can I do? And it's also on her fabric because like I said, I got the kit. So it's her colors. It's her 18 count frozen. This is 113 by 120. So what I decided I was gonna do was the back stitching, I believe, is intended to be done in the color that you're stitching that moon in for that day, whatever phase the moon is in. So, so like January 1st, it's like a half. So I decided that the first of the month, they were going to get the black, that outline, Caviar's outline. So that'll be January 1. And so then when I hit February 1, I'll do its outline. That way I can see very easily the marks of the month. So that is the start that I have. I have to remember that I have this. I'm afraid that it's going to, because we know I abandoned those bees. But I have to admit, you guys, that was like I said before, I know I complained about it numerous times. Sorry for being on repeat. But there was over 50 stitches. It was like 50 stitches in the hive, and then you had the border for that temperature chart. I cannot commit, because here's the thing. When you start talking about a week's worth, because I can't sometimes stitch every day. And so then it was like, oh, well, most people, they do it like on Saturday or Sunday, and then they do the whole week. Well, in that case, it's like 350. What is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 350 stitches. That is a lot on one project that you're starting to like feel like is overwhelming. And because some of my stitching time is all over the place on if I can, if I can't, you know, what I got going on. And that first part of the year was a little busier than I am this time of year or this year. But the most stitching you're going to have is on the full moons or very close to the full moons. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got like 21 stitches and like 4 half stitches. So, but you have a handful that are new moon that have no stitching. So like I said, the full moon and up to the full moon, those are like the heaviest that you have. So I don't think it's gonna, I think I can keep up. And I guess what I'm trying to say. Now I know me saying I can do something is the first part of me not being able to do it, but I got this. I was going to do the Quaker temperature chart that's by Stitching Mommy, but it had nothing in it that I could start before. So, and it's not specific to a year like this Lunar chart is for 2023. So it can't be used for anything outside of 2023. So I figured that the Quaker one from Stitching Mommy, if I decide I really want to do it because it looks really cool, I can buy it and do it next year. No big deal. If I want to do another temperature chart. If I finish this temperature chart. Like I said, I abandoned them bees hardcore. Didn't do my research. Okay. So my next is I was hesitant to even like talk about it yet, but it's fine. So it's a model stitch. I designed a pattern, and I don't know if I briefly talked about it last time at all, if I mentioned it, I don't know. I'm yawning. It's fine. Oh. It's only 6 o'clock. I'm just yawning like it's midnight. But I've been talking for almost an hour, so. But yeah, it's a model stitch, and I really wanted to do something to where it's going to be on my website. It will be a PDF download. And at this time, my thoughts are selling it for $5, and $4 from each of the sales will go to the DNA Jane Doe project. What I would like to do is, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I donated some money, I guess it was last year, maybe around this time, I'm not sure, to the project for a specific Jane Doe. And she was an African-American Jane Doe that was found, I believe she was found in the 70s. I'm trying to remember. And she was found, I don't know, 10 minutes from where I live. And so I just kind of got, I don't know, heartstrings, little tuggy on my heart. And so I donated to her case specifically. So what I would like to do is if this is a successful donation situation, I would like to donate to her first. And once she hits her, because they have goals, like how much they need, it would be awesome if we can get her to her goal. And then if that happens, and this is still selling, and we're still doing and this is still working, then I would like to maybe have some suggestions. We can either just give into the general fund for them, or we can maybe have suggestions and see. It sounds weird to be like suggestions and do random picking to pick another woman to but it's good cause. So if as random and weird as that sounds, who cares? It's just we're picking somebody that tugs at our heartstrings, that that we want them to be able to identify, and so the family can be notified, and so that the woman can finally have her name back. So like I said, I designed a pattern. It is not a very large pattern. I'm not 100%, this is where I was like debating on whether I should show y'all. I'm not 100% sure when this is going to go live. I would have loved for it to be January 1. But where I'm having issues is the logistics of having to create a document that shows the DMC colors versus, because I did it in Forbidden Fiber Co. So I charted it in DMC, but I need to have, it's just the logistics of then I got to take a picture of the model and I got to figure out how to get that on a document and get them all mushed together to make a PDF. Just some stuff like that that I got to figure out. And sometimes that starts making my head hurt. But the name of the pattern is Never Forget. That much I can tell you. It is designed by me. I am stitching it on 18 count Be Stitch Me Grog, which again, I wish I could have done this in a big, bold, beautiful fabric versus a neutral, but I kind of feel like it needed a neutral. So I will show you the colors that I picked. And I have just a little bit of the border done. Hold on, I'm sorry. So there are the colors in Forbidden Fiber Co. And I do not have a cover photo yet because I'm in the process of making that folder. Photo, not folder. But yeah, so here's a sneak peek. So that's the border, and that is as tall and as wide as it will be. And yes, I have a Salem withdrawal. Need a minder on there, but yep, that's it. So I need to knock that out so I can get that picture figured out. So I would have loved for it to be January, but more likely it'll be February. Then I was like, well, is there a more, I need to look, is there probably is a month for, you know, there's a month for all kinds of causes. So I may need to look at that. And as long as it's not like late in the year, if it's early in the year, we may work with that. But I just wanted to kind of show it off because I've been working on it. And I'm proud of it. And I'm excited. I want to make a difference, you know, and I know everybody's got so many charities, so many things to give to. There's just so much need out there. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that maybe don't think that this is an important need because she's no longer with us. So, but helping identify them can sometimes lead to their murderer. And that is important. So, and it's important for the family. So, okay. Plans. All right. So, I got 3 things that I had shown y'all that was in my plans to start. This one will probably still get started before the 1st. Yeah. This one I'm debating because it's so small. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. It's small-ish. And I don't know if I mean, like, I feel like I could win this finishing something else. So I'm not sure if I'm going to start this one. This was the other one. And I don't think I'm going to start him either. Because I think I need to finish the Headless Woman first. By the Little Stitcher. And if I finish the Headless Woman, then I'll start him. I think that's how I'm going to work this. That these two are going to the wayside. And are not, I mean, they may be new starts next year, but I'm going to have to earn them. So, but this one, this House Papa is still probably going to get started on Saturday. So, this is my 1st of January start. I'm still waiting on my fabric. So, I don't know what to do. Because it's a birthday start. I did not prepare. I didn't prepare is my problem. It's because I was thinking 16, but after Electra, 16 is just, that beading was rough. And so I know I need 14. I am so terribly scarce on my 14 counts. I have obviously a million pieces of 18, which won't work at all. And I have 250,000 16 counts. And I got like 114. So I had to order it. I don't know if it's going to get here in time. So that's sad. So I don't know. If we actually start on Zamia's birthday, that gives me a little bit more time, but not much. I don't know. It's irritating. Okay. So, 2 more things. No, not 2 more things. That was plans. I'm sorry, this is a long one, guys. So, I'm trying to find a way to store my fancy floss. And I have them on big rings, but they're in bags to where I can't see them. I have to pull them out. I really want to like see them easier, but I'm also don't want to necessarily hang them on my walls like everybody has with the rods and stuff, which is so, I mean, that's like floss porn. Like, it's gorgeous and I love looking at it, and I love when people have it in their background. Dude, I have way too much cat hair going on in this house and dust. It concerns me. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. I haven't decided, but I did find my silk storage. So I have my Be Stitch Me, and I just did them by colors. And then I have my almond M&Ms on this side. So yeah. This only, I had to trim down Brandy's tags so they would fit, and it's, you know, 2-sided. But and this one, this is fine for my silks. I think it's good because I can see the colors pretty good. And then since I had Forbidden Fiber Coat out, I did this, and I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it. So like, these are like grays and blacks, but it means if I want a gray or black, like I gotta open this up and I gotta go through everything that's in there, and then I gotta put it back, and that just sounds exhausting after I spent hours doing this. I'm now like, I don't know why he's yelling. It is 6:14. It is not time to go outside. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, all. But I don't know. I don't know. But it's not a total waste of money. So I have hers take up 2 of these. Well, it's 1.5 of these. And then I did my, the Night Stalker calling in the other part. But it's not a total waste because I buy these all the time for ephemera. So if I decide I don't like this, these cases, they will get used. So I'm not worried about that. Oh. All right. So last thing to show is Electra. Isn't she beautiful? And she's got a little bit of a glare. She's got museum glass. So it's not a huge glare, but there she is in all of her glory. And I told y'all I went crazy on her frame. I love it. I think she turned out wonderful. I think they did a good job framing. I did go to Hobby Lobby and got this done, which I try not to shop there, but I'll be honest, we don't have a local. Well, we have a local person, but they couldn't do it in the turnaround. I got this in 2 weeks at Christmas time. So the turnaround and the pricing, you know, sometimes you just gotta sell your soul occasionally. But yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have no idea where I'm going to hang it. So currently, she is just hanging out on the floor. I mean, she's upright, so she doesn't get anything on her, but yeah. But that's my first, like, FFO for me. I have other FFOs, like you'll see them in my intro video, but they all went somewhere else. So this is my first FFO for me. That's my first cross stitch that I fully finished for myself. All my other finishes are just in a box. So sad. All right, I was trying to see if there's any big life updates. I mean, we had a good Christmas. My parents came over on Christmas Eve. We watched, my parents, they have just like regular cable. They don't have Netflix. They don't have any of that. So I don't even know how to get any of that work. So I started rewatching Reacher on Prime with them. I mean, I've watched it. They've not seen it. They got into it. Like we watched, I think 2 full episodes while we were waiting for Chad to get home, and then he was cooking dinner for us. So the 3 of us are all sunk down in my couch. It's funny. And so now I go over to their house every other Friday. So the Friday that Chad works, I pick up food and I take it to my parents and we eat dinner together. So now we're going to eat dinner, and I'm going to, because I think they have a smart TV, so they should be able to put Prime on there, and I'll just log in as myself and we'll watch an episode, because they're an hour long. So an hour long episode while we eat of Reacher until we finish it. I think it'd be fun. Not as much chit chat as we normally do, but I talk to them every night on the way home for about 30 minutes to an hour on my drive home every night. So, which I have to call them tonight. I have not called them yet because I didn't go to work today, so it throws me off my schedule. I worked from home on Friday, so that's why I'm like so off my schedule because of the weather, and the struggle was real. So I was like, fine, if you want to move out the way, you're going to be a desk. He did not care for that. He got mad. And then he was all up in my business, and then he was pushing zeros. So I had a journal entry that I had to fix because he put a bunch of zeros in. I'm just saying, he's a mess. But yeah, me and Chad had date night. We went to Southern Tray. It's a steakhouse in a little town near us. And they called it a pineapple martini. It's a French martini. I mean, come on. And then we got some pork belly appetizer that had bourbon sriracha. It was sweet. And then they had, oh, it's just bread, but oh my God, their bread was so good. And then I got some hamburger, and it was really, really good. Because you really cared about that. This is me posting on Facebook. That's what I did. I sent Fawn and Zamia. I just kept like spamming them all the photos. I said, I want to share this, but I don't like posting on Facebook. So this is my page. I made on Christmas morning, I made a breakfast casserole that did not turn out very good. And we made monkey bread that was filled with cream cheese. It also did not turn out good. Me and Chad both were just like, what the hell? So, but we enjoyed cooking together. So, that was nice. And then on Christmas evening, he fixed prime rib. And then we had mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and whiskey apples. So, yep. So, yeah. I mean, I got some videos I can put in at the end, but not really a ton of stuff happened. I feel like I did not talk to y'all since I got back. Is that true? See, because I'm filming late, I'm so screwed up with, so no, I was out of town 16th, 17th, and 18th. So I did not tell y'all anything about going out of town. So Gus, who's a turd, this is how he slept in the car on the way back. He thinks he's a travel pillow. Was not comfortable. The other boys were laying down in the back like they were supposed to. And then he decided, like, let's just stand on Mom and let's do like tricks. And then there was we got pictures of Chad's dad and his stepmom, which they were trying to get pictures with all the corgis. So we had a good time. We had a good time. Oh, Lucian. This was on the way up there. He just, oh, he's a mess. He's a mess. But I got a couple videos of them playing. So I will put those at the end. And now I'm just rambling. Talking about what I've been watching. I binged The Recruit on Netflix. It's amazing. It's got baby Mark Ruffalo. I don't know what the kid's name is. He's been in some other stuff that I've watched on Netflix, but I swear he is Mark Ruffalo's illegitimate child. Like, Mark doesn't know he has this child. His mannerisms, everything are so Mark Ruffalo. But The Recruit is really, really good. And then I said I was rewatching Reacher. The murder that I've had just binging this show, and this show's like 2010, but it's Unusual Suspects, and it's like got a ton of seasons, and so I'm just letting one episode play after the other while I'm stitching. And then I started Emily in Paris season 3. They're gonna start choir practice right now, so I apologize if y'all can hear that in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. And then I think it was on Discovery Plus also, I watched the Tetris Murders. It's like 3 episodes. It is fabulous. And I'm talking about, it is bizarre. And I've not heard anything about it. And I mean, it even brings in Maxwell Chick's dad. Maxwell, whatever her first name is, it's a jacked up first name that doesn't look like, it's not pronounced the way it looks. Anyways, the Jeffrey Epstein's helper, girlfriend, whatever. Her father. It even talks about him. Like, it's so bizarre. The whole thing is so weird. But the Tetris Murders, and this is about like the game Tetris. And especially if you're a child of the 80s, 90s, and you grew up playing Tetris, like, it's so bizarre. It's so good. Like, I want to rewatch it because I was watching it while I was stitching. and I feel like I missed like whole sections, like when you start really trying to concentrate on what you're stitching because you're about to mess it up. So like I want to go back and rewatch, like that's how good it is, to make sure like I didn't miss anything. So yeah, it's really, really good, and it's done well, everything. So all right, that is it. I will see you guys in January, where I will have no new starts except for the handful that I allowed myself. Yeah, and then I have to earn the rest. So hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the year. Reminder, my website will have a sale going on in January for the whole month, 25% off of patterns. So I will see you next time. Bye.
Are you playing?
Hello, Shelly.
Just like the little girl. Where y'all going? Hi, Cooper. No Maverick at the end. Oh. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Are you getting them, Gus? Are you getting them? Gus. Knocking Cooper out of his bed. Maverick getting in on the action. Gus, you're bigger than all of them. Throw your weight around, buddy.
Buddy, I think that's a limb. I don't think that's a stick. Careful. My goodness, you guys. Gus. Oh, sticks sure are good, huh? It's cold out here. What you got there, Jasper? So now we all have the stick. My goodness. My goodness.
You guys and your sticks. I mean limbs. Watch the little one. Oh, nuh-uh. Leave his cord alone. Leave his check cord alone. Lucian. Hi, Jasper. I'm trying to tell Lucian to quit dragging Gus around. Quit! Lucian! Okay. Gotta go handle this.